Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. The flawless. Can you smell the flawless in the air? I can smell it. And you know what else you smell? You smell the first show, the first glorious episode of the 2023 Flawless Fantasy Football Wide Receiver Endorsement Show. That's right. Here you go right here. This is half-point PPR based on Fantasy Pros wide receivers list 1 through 12, half-point PPR as of 8/17. Okay? Now, they currently have Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Cup number 4, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams, Amaro St. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle, and Chris Olave. Now, this is the top 12. So this is like the highest level of wide receivers in the league based on fantasy football as far as that goes, right? So, but for the people that don't know, and this might be your first time sliding up on the channel, I'm going to tell you how we rock over here in Flawless Fantasy Football as it pertains to the wide receiver, the endorsement shows, okay? Just like the running backs, how we did last week with the running backs, we're going to do the same thing with the wide receivers. What we're going to do, I will give 3 different endorsements for each player. I will give either a green, yellow, or red endorsement. So, the green endorsement means basically I give a full go, 100% full flawless endorsement for said player, okay? To be drafted with full confidence. Green means go, baby, all right? Now, yellow means proceed with caution. Just like if you're behind the whip, you're behind the whip, you got some nice tunes going, you got something going in your head. No, y'all don't want to know what I be listening to. I be listening to stuff, y'all be like, damn, what flow listen to this for? But you just proceed with caution with the players I designate with the yellow. It means, here's what it means, fantasy football wise. It means I can see a world where they turn into a green, where they blow up, or I can also see a world where they plummet and they don't do anything and end up being a bad pick, a la a red pick, okay? So it can go either ways. I can see a world where they do good, and I can see a world where they do terrible. All right? So, and last but not least is the red endorsement. A red endorsement means it gets 0%, 0% of any type of acknowledgement or push from me. If I give it a red, I won't draft them. I recommend you not draft them. Just that simple. I'm just not buying into it. Listen, I'm not one of these guys to be like, hey, this is happening to this player. And you'd be like, oh, well, I'm going to move him down a few spots. No, if I feel uncomfortable with him, I'm going to take him off my effing board, okay? That's the problem with these content creators. They ain't got no freaking balls. Take him off your board. You guys know what running backs I'm taking off the board. Why? Because I'd rather pick somebody else there. Now, just because I take him off the board don't mean you have to take him off the board, but I ain't drafting to be, all right? Where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's uncertainty at, there's lack of production. So we're going to get into it. Man, that was a mouthful. Flawless fantasy football, baby. Woo! Now we know this is going to be a pretty cut and dry video, one would think, right? But it might not be all what you think. So we're going to jump right into it. First off, we have Jefferson. We have Mr. Jefferson. Mr. doing the gritty, right? But I was doing that gritty last year. Last year I was doing that gritty on you. I just want some video. I don't know if I'm going to show you all that this year. I don't know. But no, I think I put it on Facebook. It was wilding out, man. They're like, oh, he doing, he crazy. Something was happening. I did it in the living room and put it up there. They was having fun with it. I ain't gonna long stroke y'all, okay? Jefferson gets a green, obviously. Jefferson gets a green. Target hog, The team evolves around him. He'll probably be the first pick in most drafts, half point, and full PPR. Next up, not going to spend any more time on that. Jamar Chase. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love Jamar Chase. I believe Jamar Chase is going to be the number one wide receiver this year. Okay? Now, this is not a knock on Jefferson. I just gave him a green, right? I definitely believe Jefferson will finish high. Okay? Now, but this is how I feel about it. Chase can score 14, 15 TDs. I don't see Jefferson doing that. I think Jefferson scored like 9 last year. He's going to get hella targets. He's going to get hella yards. But with Hockenson there, he's a red zone threat. I love me some KJ Osborne. You guys know that. So, and then the new Ricky that came over there, which I'm not worried about him, Mr. Speedy Gonzalez. They like to freaking go $140. But Jamar Chase is awesome. Burrow is ascending still. I like Jamar Chase. I love Jamar Chase. If I was in the business of picking or running a wide receiver, I don't play PPR leagues. Half point, if I decided to go wide receiver, I'd happily pick him at the top of the draft. Just to show Jefferson, teach Jefferson a lesson. Just to teach his ass a lesson. All right, next up. Tyreek Hill. The only thing stopping Tyreek Hill said that he wanted to catch for 2,000 yards this season. Now, will he? Likely not. But the thing is, he is Tyreek Hill. He is Cheetah. And there's no doubt in my mind that Tyreek Hill is going to be a wide receiver one, mid-level wide receiver one at the very lowest. Tyreek Hill is a solid pickup. He's going to get a green. No use in going to the he got it done with Tua, and he got it done with the replacement was in. Tyreek Hill, you can't say enough about the dude. Dude is also getting it done without Patrick Mahomes. That lets you know how skilled the man is. Cooper Kupp. We're up to Cooper Kupp. What color you guys think I'm going to give Cooper Kupp? Take a moment. Thinking about it in your brain housing group. Run it through your cerebrum and your cerebellum. Run it through there. What you think? Okay? No? What you think? You think you're going to get a green? Think you're going to get a yellow? Because people love them some Cooper Kupp. Oh, they love them some Cooper Kupp. All these people that's trying to buy past production. All these people that's just forgetting he's well over 30. Oh, but Derrick Henry's getting old. He's got to stop. Don't touch him. But yet, they'll still touch Cooper Kupp. And it's not just Kupp. We've seen the best of the Rams. Okay? We've seen the best of the Rams. And also, you got Matthew Stafford. He got injury problems as well. So, y'all probably know that Cooper Kupp is not getting the green from me. But what you don't know is the rat bastards getting the freaking red. Oh my God! I don't care if you get your panties in a twist and you say, I'm not watching any more of this video. I'm not watching any more of this video. I'm tell you what you do. You go in the room, you get on all freaking fours, you wait till Cooper Kupp come in the room, and you just, Cooper, they're talking about you. And let Cooper pull it down, and you just go, Cooper, oh my God. And you got to make sure you work your other freaking doggone hand too, because that's the way Cooper likes it. Let y'all tell it. Oh, Cooper, put it all over my chest. Don't freaking draft Cooper Kupp. You guys, come on. You love don't get left hole in the bag. I don't have nothing against Cooper Kupp, but where there's smoke, there's fire. The dude always had an injury in camp already. Don't draft the dude. Now, if he come out, he scored 19 points or 20 points, I don't give a crap. The dude is not going to be there to help you in your fantasy playoffs if he lasts that long. So it's not just if he lasts that long, it's if Stafford lasts that long too. We've seen that ship come and go. We've seen it come and go. I would not tell somebody to be picking Cooper Kupp when they can pick Tyreek Hill or Diggs or anybody else down here that I may endorse with a solid color. Now, I know that's going to put some people's panties in a twist, like he don't know what he's talking about. But damn it, I don't live. Let's say if you were pick 12 and you can't pick Cooper Kupp. Does that mean you're out of the running to winning your league? No, it just simply means that you have to draft other players. So if you're down here in the draft order, 10, 11, and 12, and Cooper Kupp's gone, you're still going to have to make your best selections to win. And you don't need Cooper questionable freaking Kupp to freaking do it. I ain't heard not one person say, take Cooper Kupp off your draft board like I'm saying it. Because then, oh no, you can't presume it's injuries. Why not? Why not? Somebody gonna lay it down. Enough for Cooper Kupp. I can bash him all day. And the reason is because so many people be on this freaking NUTs. Now, I don't like that. I don't freaking like it. Let it apply for everybody once they get over 30. But no, you want to hang on to him for some reason. We know what that's all about, don't we? Don't worry about him. Out with him, in with somebody else. You'll find out in a few episodes. We'll talk about it later. Woo! Probably burnt about that down 75 calories messing around with Cooper Kupp. Next up is Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen's #1 target. You got to get a green, homeboy. You're getting a green. He was whining in the offseason. Like, dude, you get all these targets. Shut your mouth. Kind of your prima donna, but, Diggs is Diggs. He's going to get his. He'll be a solid wide receiver 1. CeeDee Lamb. Main show in town in Dallas. Prescott sucks, but CeeDee will get his. As usual, not much to talk about with CeeDee here. Not going to long stroke to talking nonsense. Just like with A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, #1 weapon for the elite quarterback in the league. He'll have some boom games. He's going to win some weeks for you. Yeah, Dallas, Goddard's over there and Devonta Smith, but it runs through A.J. Brown in the pass game. Oh, Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams does not have his quarterback anymore. And, he still got it done without Aaron. But yeah, he had a good quarterback last year. But this year he doesn't. He has I don't want to say Garoppolo's washed up. But I don't like Garoppolo. I ain't really like him when he was at the Niners. Joker don't know how to throw downfield. Devontae Adams is going to get a yellow from me. Because he's so skilled, right? He's so skilled. But I'm going to tell you right now, I won't be picking to be. Because it's other players I endorse stronger in this area. As for this video, he's getting the yellow. Could Devontae Adams just do what Devontae Adams does and continuously be a wide receiver 1, top 12 wide receiver 1 at the end of 2023? Yes. Could it not happen? Yes. People be like, whoa, yeah, well, he had Jimmy and Jimmy sucks. But yeah, well, how many people are going to say or have the cojones to say, take him off your board? Or pass him up for something else. Or like some people do. Like, look, I'm only gonna have 3 teams. Like I said before, I'm not one of these fantasy football platforms to be like, I need to have 50 or 60 teams so I can win me some championships so I can say I won. No, 2 or 3 leagues is enough for me. Your homeboy got a life, all right? I got other people trying to help. I got another platform. Y'all already know about this right here. My Flawless Fatherhood platform on YouTube. I'm out here helping fathers go get the information to make sure they don't get screwed over by their baby mama and their wife amidst the breakups and divorces. Your boy out here with a whole purpose. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the way it's rocking out here. But on neither team I have this year, I would have Devontae Adams. But that dude's awesome though. But I can't give him my full endorsement. Next up is Amon-Ra St. Brown. I love Amon-Ra. That joker knew all the wide receivers that was drafted ahead of him. The second-year wide receiver, Jameson Williams, he's Come on, don't mess up. Come on, whiteboard, get right. Now, don't try to do that. Don't mess up the program, bro. He's the show. He's the show. He's the Black Cooper Cup minus the touchdowns. But the touchdowns don't start coming for Amon-Ra. And when they come, Amon-Ra can probably be number 3 wide receiver. But he gets so much volume. You know, his quarterback got a nice rapport with him. He's the only show in town on a sound team. Love Amon-Ra. Gets a great endorsement. Garrett Wilson. I love Garrett Wilson. You got, look, he ran Offensive Rookie of the Year with the sorriest quarterbacks. Now he definitely get upgraded Aaron Rodgers. The offensive line need work over there, but that dude a monster. I trust him. I'd wholeheartedly trust him with my second round pick if I wanted a wide receiver in the second round. Be nice, whiteboard. All right? I think he's going to get it done. Strong belief in Garrett Wilson this year. Dude's a stud, dynamic, and he can run after the catch. He has good hands. He don't have drop problems. Garrett Wilson in 2023. Write it down. All right. Next up is Jalen Waddle. Listen, Waddle had a banner year last year. A banner year. And, yeah, he cracked what? I think it's like, what was he like? Wide receiver number 8 or 9, somewhere up in that area. I'm not sure. Half my PPR off the top of my head. But I'm going to tell you something. Not to say he won't have a good year because they only throw it to Tyreek and him over there. So I think he'll have a good year. But I think Tyreek's going to have a better year than last year. And that'll push his numbers down some. Plus, I believe they'll score in other places outside of. I think his receiving numbers will go down. His touchdown numbers will go down. I like Waddle, don't get me wrong. Don't like him enough to give him a green. He's getting a yellow. He's getting a yellow from me. I'm getting my belly out the way. All right, getting a yellow. Waddle with his stupid little waddle like that. I'm like, man, you need to find another thing to do. But it fits with his name. I can't even hold him for that. I can't even hold him. Next up is Chris Olave. Man, Chris Olave. Everybody's right here already thinking that Chris Olave is going to be the next baby Devontae Adams. That's what they say. Oh, Chris Olave. Oh, Chris Olave. And I think Chris Olave is overrated, to be honest with you. I think he's overrated. And, they got slant boy Michael Thomas coming back. And Michael Thomas is going to take up so much stuff and going to be catching all the touchdowns. So I'm just going to, I don't really rock with Chris Olave like that. So I'm going to give Chris Olave a green, man. Who you think you talking to? Boy, you finna get a green up in his mug. What? You got to get a green up in that mug. What? Chris Olave gets a green. Chris Olave is tight work. Chris Olave is going to snap this year. I'm not worried about Slant Boy. This dude is a monster. He had flashes. Got over the competent quarterback that can throw downfield now. And Carr, man, he's going to be so legit this year. In some leagues when he's dropping like to early third, or middle third. Well, see, a lot of y'all playing 10-man drafts too. But know I hate that. You know what I'm saying? But, he could be had in a third at a nice price. I would smash him in the third every time. But all depends what your build is, obviously, though, of your team. But I love Chris Olave this year. He gets a green from me. I'm excited for him this year. So let's go across and see what I came up with. A lot of greens on here, so obviously, they're getting endorsements as currently as this day. Mind you, we already know how it goes. The top 12 in running backs and wide receivers, usually 5 of those players don't actually make the top 12 at the end of the season. We know that. I've shown that in recent years. So as good as this list may look, it's going to be 5 of them 5 of them, on average, that don't finish in the top 12. So you got to understand, when you see yellows, when you see reds, it happens. You know, Cup didn't finish top 12 last year. But guess what? Everybody was freaking doggone, shoving it in their freaking pie hole. You know what I'm saying? Testing out the gag reflexes for Cup. But he didn't finish in the top 12. And guess what? They go put him right back up in there. See, look, I'm not trying to do a back-end monologue on Cooper Kupp, but my point is, I don't care how heavy the name is, stuff always happens. Something will happen to one of these green guys. Yeah. But I'm not in the business of not endorsing them because they haven't shown me a reason or given me a reason to. So let's go over it. Justin Jefferson Green, Jamar Chase Green, Tyreek Hill Green, Cooper Kupp is on his monthly cycle. There's what the red is. Stephon Diggs gets a green, CeeDee Lamb gets a red, CeeDee Lamb gets a green, AJ Brown gets a green. Devontae Adams gets a yellow. Amon-Ra St. Brown and Garrett Wilson gets a green. Jalen Waddle gets a yellow. And Christopher Olave gets a green. Look, guys, that's the first episode of the Wide Receiver Endorsement Show. 13 through 24 is on deck. Next, if you want a piece of that action, if you want to see, because look, it get more juicier. It get more juicier later. Because so many of these were obvious. But when you get into that next tier, that next 12, and then the 12 after that, because I'm definitely going to do the top 36. I might even do the top 48. And then give you the late round people that I like. But we'll see how far I go with it. I'm definitely going to do top 36. So I have 1 through 12, and I have 13 through 24, and then 25 through 36 for sure. All right? I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Wide Receiver Endorsement Show, Half Point PPR 1 through 12. It's your boy, Sir Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. All right? 2.5 decades of fantasy football goodness and bliss. See you on the next episode. Holla at your boy.